Hello, so for today's video we're going to be putting to the test the Hourglass Illusion. So this is a hyaluronic skin tint. So this comes in 13 shades, which isn't bad but isn't great either. So I picked up the shade Shale, which is light with neutral and pink. No, sorry, light neutral, so it's a mixture of pink and warm undertones. So when you open it up, it comes in this squeezy tube. You do get 1 fluid ounce, which is standard for a foundation. So this puppy will set you back £50, which is a pretty hefty price tag for a skin tint. You can pick this up from Space NK, so let's just read the description of the foundation. So this superior foundation employs advanced technology to promote the appearance of smoother, firmer and more youthful complexion. So it's going to plump fine lines and wrinkles, tighten saggy skin and delivers an unbelievably luminous glow. So it contains SPF 15 as well, which is always really good, but it depends on photos and stuff because obviously SPF can give you flashback. So yeah, basically it's just a very hydrating skin tint. Oh, it says provides medium to full coverage for a skin tint. That's a pretty deep claim. So we'll see if it does do that because I have a few spots and acne scars and stuff. So just going to peel this off of here. I do prefer a pump for some reason because with a squeezy tube you're like, is that a pump? Is that 10 pumps? I don't know. With a pump, you're like, 1 pump, you're done. So I'm just going to put a bit on the back of this palette. I'll start off with a little bit. Ooh, it's quite thick. It's very thick. So it's literally not budging. So I'm going to do half my face with a brush and half my face with a beauty blender. So the brush I'm using is the Crown Brush C522, which looks like so. I've been really loving this for foundation. I've also already moisturised and primed, so I moisturised with Dermalogica Calm Water Gel and only used the ordinary High-Spreadability Fluid Primer. So let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully this shade matches. Oh, it feels kind of moussey. Might be able to get away with that. So I'm going to do this side with the brush. Just putting 4 dots over here first. Okay, so it's definitely got some really nice coverage to it. Can't really see nothing, maybe a little bit of redness and stuff, so I'm going to see if I can build it up. I'm just going to go and do the beauty blender side first. With a brush, looks okay. Well, right off the bat I feel like I'm getting better coverage with the brush. I can see a lot of redness peeking through on this side of the sponge. So I definitely feel like I got better coverage with the brush. I can see like redness coming through on the sponge side. And I feel like the brush definitely made me look a bit more dewier. I have got a like a mattifying primer on, so that's because my skin's more probably on the oily side than it is dry, so I wanted to use something that wasn't going to make me look too dewy. I like how it looks. It's not clinging to like my texture or anything, just sort of looks like it's glided over. It looks really, really pretty on the skin. Yeah, like a little bit dewy as well. I can definitely see it coming through, but nothing too much. But obviously that could be the primer as well. So obviously if you're more on the dry skin, I'd probably recommend a hydrating primer or a really good hydrating moisturiser, obviously depending on your preference. But I feel like it just looks really, really nice. I think the colour looks okay in this lighting. Yeah, I'm really happy with that so far. So what I'm going to do is, let me just see, it feels a little bit tacky. No product's coming off on my hands when I'm touching my face, but it definitely does feel a little bit sticky, but nothing too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to see how everything blended and stuff on top. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is on. Please ignore this white blob, it's eyelash glue drying. But the check-in time is nearly 3 o'clock, so I just wanted to run through everything that I have on my face. So, eyes. So starting off with eyeshadows, I have the Morphe 35O palette. I just used a bunch of shades. Like I used this and this in the crease. I've also used this in the crease, this in the outer corner, and this on the lid. And then for like inner corner highlight and brow highlight, I used the Ofra Feelin Myself highlighting palette. So I took Rodeo Drive, which is this shade here. I also have that as face highlight as well. For contour, I used the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I took this shade here, and then I took a little bit of this shade just to put underneath the eyes and the concealer, just to brighten it a bit. But to originally set the concealer, I used the Hourglass Ambient Lightening Powder in Dim Light, which looks like so. I used the Makeup Revolution Concealer in C1, which I don't have on me because I put away. And then I took the Benefit Cheek Fond palette. So I took Hoola as a bronzer and then Rockateur as a blush. Lashes are Ardell Wispies. And then for lips, I have the Hourglass lipstick in True Love Means, and then on top I have the Jouer lip topper in Rose Gold. So I wanted to do a quick close-up for you and also a flash test so we can see how everything looks, and then we're gonna go ahead a few hours and see how the foundation looks at the end of the day. So everything to me is looking nice. Everything blended well on top of the foundation and stuff. I'm really impressed with this. I think it's really, really nice. It's covering well, doesn't feel sticky anymore, like, and I haven't really put powder on the rest of my face, but this is what it looks like close up. So right off the bat, looking at the picture, there doesn't seem to be any flashback, and it looks like it photographs really well in pictures. Like I always find that with Hourglass foundations, like the stick foundation, my skin looks absolutely flawless, and I'm telling you now, I do not have the best skin ever, so I'm glad that it looks really nice in the picture and that there's no flashback. Hello, so the check-in time is 11:30. I have no phone or watch on me yet again, but believe me when I tell you it's 11:30 because it's pitch black outside. So the foundation's been on for 8.5 hours I think, and it looks really nice. I probably do look a bit more oily than usual, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're on the more drier skin then you're probably really gonna like it. Forehead's looking a bit on the oily side, but nothing's really broken off or coming apart. It's a little bit dry around my nose area, but nothing too bad, nothing probably a setting spray or something won't fix. All in all, I just love how the foundation looks. It wore really well. It's a hefty price tag, but it's so beautiful. So yeah, big thumbs up for this foundation. That's the end of the video. So this is, yeah, definitely feel like I got more coverage with the sponge. On this side I can see a lot of redness here coming through. So let's say a bit of coverage with the sponge. That's a lie.